Professor Masters. It gives me great pleasure to present Mr. Ken Zulumovski to you for admission to the Doctor of Health Sciences, honoris causa, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to Australian society. I ask you to rise. Ken is a descendant of the Kabi and Gureng nations of southeast Queensland. He's a graduate of the Darwin Health Sciences Mental Health Program at Charles Sturt University and a former lecturer and researcher at the Murray Indigenous Health Unit of the University of New South Wales, the School of Public Health and Community Medicine and the School of Medicine at that university. His career spans 20 years in program development and delivery, working with Australia's First Nations and with culturally and linguistically diverse communities. But Ken says he thinks his real passions began at around about the age of 14, when his mum, Auntie Sandra Johnson, encouraged him to look at becoming a St John Ambulance cadet. In doing so, he graduated as a corporal and took on the task of training a lively group of younger cadets in administering first aid, drill to build discipline, fundraising, and in the recitation of the St John's Ambulance Code of Chivalry. Building upon this at the age of 17, Ken enlisted in the Army Reserve and was posted into the Combat Unit 113 Field Battery, the Royal Australian Artillery Corps. There he trained as an artillery crew commander. He served 8 years, including 3 years with the Australian Defence Force Recruitment Unit, where he implemented the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Defence Career Development Strategy. As a tribute to his military career, Ken earned the prestigious Australian Defence Medal. In 2017, Ken led the establishment of the Gamarada Indigenous Healing and Life Training Program. This organisation responds to the therapeutic and educational need for culturally safe community mental health, healing and life skills programs. These target family violence, addiction and suicide prevention, as well as access to services for justice. This work was independently validated by the Murray team in 2014 with a program quality assessment using the Critical Success Factor framework. The project involved conducting 6 case studies of highly valued social and emotional wellbeing programs all around Australia. These programs were successful, they engaged, and they supported Aboriginal youth. A process of in-depth case study analysis yielded a set of strengths-based tools to capture the important elements that enable programs to be culturally competent, safe and effective for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander participants. In 2011, Gamarada was recognised by the New South Wales Department of Premier and Cabinet with an Excellence Award for building leadership in Indigenous communities. Next Monday night, Ken and his team will deliver the 540th week of this program in Redfern and the 40th week of this program in Mount Druitt. This is a community-led Gamarada community healing and life training initiative, and one that has proven hugely successful. Ken is also founder and managing director of Gamarada Universal Indigenous Resources. This organisation has spheres of influence that include education, justice, healthcare and employment. He led the development of Gamarada Courage coaching model. This model incorporates third wave psychology with Indigenous wisdom traditions. It provides a therapeutic and culturally safe framework for cultural supervision and program delivery, and is currently being used in restorative justice, in education, in training for teachers, in training for students, allied health professionals, as well as community engagement initiatives across the social and emotional wellbeing and healing spectrums. In 2012, Ken facilitated the first New South Wales Aboriginal Healing Forum at the State Parliament House and was a member of the New South Wales Mental Health Commission's Indigenous Leaders Forum. Ken has transformed healing practices for Indigenous peoples. He has pioneered groundbreaking principles well before they were established as best practice examples. Ken and his team are committed to systemic advocacy through holding regular community forums, national and international conference contributions and presentations across areas as diverse as health and justice. In June, Ken will present at the Australian Society for Psychological Medicine and the Royal Australian College of General Practitioners Biennial Conference, and with the Luicha Institute, the International Health and Wellbeing Conference. This honorary doctorate award is recognition of Ken's many achievements, his qualities and his contributions to Australian society. He is an industry and community leader. He is an inspirational role model. Professor Masters, I present Ken Zulumovski for admission to the degree of the Doctor of Health Sciences, honoris causa, and I invite you to confer the degree upon him.
In the name of the Senate and by my authority as Chair of the Academic Board, I admit Mr. Ken Zulumovski to the degree of Doctor of Health Sciences, honoris causa.